Hi guys, welcome to a new playthrough. This is Call of Cthulhu. I don't typically do horror games, but this one is like a psychological horror more than like a jump scary kind of horror, and I kind of like those kind of games. I'm kind of reminds me of Eternal Darkness. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it or played it. It was back on the GameCube, a very underrated game, but very good game. We're here at the beginning. Apparently our character is named Edward Pierce. He is a veteran of the First World War. He drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills, and he is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case, able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. And I guess we are ready to enter into the madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. And it's gonna throw us right into it. Okay. I think he was a little up close and personal. Okay. I guess we're gonna move. It's only the tutorial, we'll be fine. There we go. We need to light up the area to be able to interact with it. Yep, nope, I don't think we're supposed to go this way. Yep, we're going this way now.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Whoop, nope. This is run. This is not run. This is walk fast. No, let me help.
Behold. has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay. And let's see if we can do
I
it.
hate whiskey.
There we go. Okay, consult diary. Okay, investigate the agency. Oh no, Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Okay, and we have no... Okay.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. So allocate our points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of skill. Your ability to call in your physical power. So we have 8 points to assign. Eloquence is our speech. Well, I think we should put 1 speech at least. Spot hidden, represent your ability to find hidden objects. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding. Okay. Investigation. Well, if we're a private detective, I would think we would want that. So we still have 6 points available. Oh, so wait a minute. So we're just kind of like helping. All right. Well, let's put 2 in strength. We already have 1 in eloquence. Let's put 1 there. And then let's put 1 in hidden spots and another in elegance. Okay, no, we still have 1. Okay, there we go. Let's do it that way. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I think, okay, yeah, let's go with that. So, validate? No, options. There we go. Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You just walked in.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon. Okay, we can flip it. Nothing on the back. Okay.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Let's see.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had Visions, everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
So, was he not around her?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
So we need to find out more about the warehouse still. Okay. Should I ask that? Well, why not?
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
And I guess we can't probably ask. Can we ask him more?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right.
Okay.
It came with Sarah's last painting.
So he's
And
not
you
gonna
think
tell
your
us
daughter
anymore.
could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay, sorry about that. Alright, I guess that's all the
I
information we
think
need
I'm
then.
beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Okay.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Okay, so I guess we need to look around the office then. And what was, Okay, so that's all we've got to do. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we know what we need to look at then.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay.
I used to be an avid reader.
That's not what I clicked on.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Nothing in the drawer. Learning of medicine, a dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. So did I learn a medicine skill? I did, apparently. Oh, so we learn the medicine and occult skill can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. Oh. Okay. And then the sun. Okay. That is a creepy looking photo. A little lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men lost in the battalion who fell. Okay. Well,
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Why did we...
Darkwater is off the coast
There we
of
go.
Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Okay. Well, is that all we need? Yeah, we don't need to drink anything, I don't think. Ooh, what's that?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Okay. The doctor prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Probably because you've overused them. Alright, I guess we are ready to go. I don't think there's anything else we need to interact with. Yep, alright, let's proceed on then. You gotta hold the button. Alright, so we took the Hawkins case, and the cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Well, this looks like it's going to be an interesting game. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get into it, but I'm hoping we can make it through to the end if it's going to load. Ah, there we go. I thought it had froze for a minute. Enter madness again. I believe the voice actor for Edward Pierce is also the same voice actor who voice Dr. Jonathan Reed in the recently released Vampire game.
We're almost there.
Looks like we made it.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. Interesting. So we need to go to the bar, we need to talk to Bradley, and we need to talk to Fitzroy. Okay. Well, I guess we shall do that. First, I want to check that out. If it'll let me.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea.
Pretty damn
Don't
big fish.
badmouth what you don't know. Or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't
That's no way
understand.
to
You're not
treat an omen.
sailors.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat
Oh,
an
there's a
omen.
little crab.
Oh, yeah.
He's adorable.
He's gonna
Alright,
get us into
so
trouble.
our medicine skill helped us
You
out with
can't
that a little
understand.
bit.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's
Okay.
something coming.
So I guess we
Something
can't
real
go
bad.
that way right now. Let's over to the bar and see what's going on over here.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
And we start
Hey.
trouble.
Be careful.
Don't think that's a way to win our...
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
Yeah, right.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well. Which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
So that worked. Okay. Let's see. Well, can we find out about Darkwater? Okay.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
So go tell us about Sarah Hawkins.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, sure.
Her style made her famous. How would you
Excuse me.
describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I guess we can continue on. It's not speaking ill.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I guess that's all we can ask about Sarah.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Okay, I guess that's all we can find
I've
out.
got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Let's see if we can find out more about Darkwater. Oh, no? Okay. Alright,
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Guess that's all we can do here now. I'm not going to order a drink.
That'll be all
so-
for now.
Well, let's finish up this little bar area, and then I think we'll call the first episode. And pick it up where we
And
can.
then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
So there's an asylum here?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna, I will slowly scroll this down. You can pause and read it if you want, and I'll come back and read it later. Looks like just kind of general information. Nothing really,
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop
catch
asking.
from a long time ago, and how they gave out a bottle of oil to everybody who came.
Nightmares. Can hear
Where's that
things and
man?
voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
How in the world is he reading like that? It's like sideways, and what is on his hand?
And the doctor.
Okay. So I guess we can't really talk to him.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
I guess.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Good to know. And
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
and let's see if we can talk to this lady over here.
What you looking at, stranger?
Sure. She can certainly.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Okay. I guess that's all we get out of her. Yeah. I think, we'll leave it here. Oh, we got... Nope. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave this here, and we'll go on out and start, and go to the other spot. Let me see who we need to talk to next. we need to talk to Fitzroy. So we'll do that in the next episode and see what all we can get up to. Alright, with that, I've been Vault Girl. I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, I don't typically do horror games, but this one really kind of intrigued me, and I'd like to see how far we can take it. And I will see you in the next episode.